Let me stand there. Thank you. Have they been in your locker? Well, a nice group, you know. You're younger than your mugshots. I couldn't wait for tonight. Friday night crowds are usually good because last night. Are those people gone?
Yes.
Just not a nice group of people. I'll give you an idea. They were the kind of a group that would have done the wave at the Ted Bundy execution. Sometimes you know right offhand, and I should have had a clue when they came in single file, chained at the ankles. They look like some extras in Cool Hand Luke. Remember those people? Anyway, how you doing tonight?
Very well.
Doc has been upset the past couple of nights about... Where the hell did that come from? About the new, we have a new set and a new rug, and did you brought this in today?
Yes, I got it from a guy named Omar. It cost me $100 and 2 goats, but it's nice, isn't it?
And you like that better than the carpet that this?
Oh, look at this. Look at this here. See, there's some of it left. It's terrible.
All right, if you want to go with it.
This is cheap crap. This is right here.
Man is a master of innuendo, isn't he? That's an exquisite broadloom, and we're going to fire the broad at that loom, too. Yeah. What's happening with the baseball thing? Anything?
No news.
There may not be any baseball coming up? I miss baseball. You know what I miss about baseball? The sounds of the game. The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. The specimen jar being filled for a surprise drug test. In spite of the strike, some players are staying, you know, in shape, staying limber. Some of them, I understand, have been scratching themselves at home. Have you been following the strange incident that happened at the White House a few days ago? The president? Apparently, they say the President Bush was duped by a phony call that came into the White House. Somebody pretending to be Iranian President Rafsanjani? Is that Dan Quayle a card? Next week, he's going to try the old Prince Albert in a can gag, you know. No, Bush lost his temper over that incident there. He says, not going to take any more calls. That's bad, you know. I don't think they screen their messages at the White House too well. Last week, Bush returned a call to Judy, the Time Life operator. Well, guess who made a big comeback appearance in Washington yesterday? Richard Nixon. Trump, yes. And Nixon defended former president's videotape in the testimony of the Poindexter trial. And Nixon said he was surprised that Reagan didn't forget more than he did for a man his age. See, that's the difference between Nixon and Reagan. Nixon erased what he remembered, and Reagan taped what he forgot. Do you ever think you'd see the day when Nixon would be back on Capitol Hill? I don't know about you, but playing Andy Rooney, Perrier, and a reunited Germany, that's enough comebacks for 1 year, isn't it? Well, Noriega finally emerged yesterday. I mentioned last night, nobody's heard about Noriega. So I'm on a commercial on cable last night. Was selling an album titled 100 Rock and Roll Classics That Smoked Me Out of the Vatican. You see that? Oh, no. That's sympathy. I can tell sympathetic applause when I finish the joke and the audience goes, oh, geez, he's dying. Help me. They're supposed to take a new census this year. I guess they take the census, what, every decade? Is it every 10 years? They are having trouble in this country finding volunteers to help with the census. They haven't got enough people. So they have an alternative plan. What they're going to do, they're going to count the doctors in the country who don't recommend Crest and multiply by 5. There's a gentleman over here that's laughing like hell, who seems to think that's funny. You seem to be all by yourself, sir. Kind of like that and multiply by 5, you see. We'd be the number of people, apparently, in the United States. I gotta be me. No, anyway, tonight. What is that stuff on the floor?
Omar threw this stuff in with the rope.
That goes with it.
Those are called objet d'art.
Objet d'art?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Art objects, right?
But no, objet d'art.
You ever finish with this and get me out of this? You want to die with me?
Well, you know, we could always do a band number.
Do we have one scheduled? Do we have a band number scheduled at all? What do you have to offer? I mean, what?
Bugle call rang. How would that suit you?
How's that go? Anyway, tonight on the...
Well, we practiced it before we did it, you know.
Oh,
we
good.
sound better than that.
This is going absolutely nowhere. The whole nation knows it, we know it, but we continue to try to get something going, and it's going right into the... Anyway, tonight.
Well, try the band. Just try it. Try 8 bars and see what they think.
Go ahead. Go ahead, do 8 bars. Do it. Just 8 bars. 8 bars. It's catchy. If we have time at the end of the show, we'll put that in. You can play the rest of it. Did you announce who we had tonight?
Yes, I did.
Young lady who is now part of 60 Minutes. She won, I think, 4 Emmys last year for work on West 57th Street. Her name is Meredith Vieira. She is with us tonight. We have funny guy who was with us once before, comedian Billiam Cornell, and young lady from the tiny country of Yemen. Her name is Ofra Haza. She is with us, and you'll love what she does. So